What's going on? It's your boy CJ Goodfellow back with the Boxing Clinic. Don't forget, we got the live scoring and live reaction tomorrow for the Peterson and Spence card. And make sure you got your notifications on. I'm going to be scoring it live and give you our reaction. No footage because, I don't want to get copyright infringement on YouTube and get banned. But we back. It's the Boxing Clinic. And I was watching Paulie Malignaggi do an interview yesterday with Radio Raheem. And he was talking about, how Fury and Ortiz got popped for drugs. He was speaking on, as Ortiz, physical advantages and his wins, like over Brian Jennings, a product of, his strength, a product of PED usage, and how would he naturally mess up with Wilder, and that's the real lowdown to see if basically Wilder has a real challenge in front of him. And that's a fair question, a fair assessment, but he took it a step further. And something that I didn't know, he says Deontay Wilder pays the full bill. At least that's how I took it. I'll leave the interview link in the description. He says Wilder pays the full bill for his opponent's drug test as well as his drug test. And he goes the extra miles to make sure it's extensive, I guess, by paying the bill for the drug test. So I remember Earl says that the promoter pays, whoever promotes this fight, because he's a fight-by-fight working with promoters like Lou DiBella, they front the bill for him drug testing with USADA, and then he did USADA and VADA with Kell Brook. So the promoter fronted that bill. He said, with Wilder, it sounds like Wilder is fronting the bill for himself and his opponent. And he says maybe that's why so many of Deontay Wilder's opponents get popped for PEDs, because he's fronting the bill. He's paying, and it's more extensive than Nevada State Athletic Commission or California State Athletic Commission or whoever, doing a drug test, because they basically just do urine before and after the fight. And, with random drug testing, Deontay Wilder is making sure guys is clean, and he paying for it. So ain't no excuses when you fight Wilder. If you don't want to take the drug test, it's not coming out your pocket, Wilder paying for it. And a lot of people think something fishy was going on with Wilder and a lot of these guys getting popped. And all the time, it's not necessarily won't be steroids. Everybody associates PEDs with steroids. I did a video on that a couple weeks ago. And, PED could be something that me and you taking working out in the gym. We could take some NO2, some protein that might have something that's not supposed to be in there. They ban some of the simplest and little things sometimes, and I think fighters get a bad rap. Like when Jamie I got popped for a diuretic, I bring it up all the time. Diuretic just help crush the weight. It is not a steroid. A lot of people don't know what these terms are because they never worked out or whatever. Whatever the play-by-play might be, but it's interesting. Wilder fronting the bill. And paying for him and his opponent, and maybe that's why people's getting popped so much when it's coming, from somebody's pocket. Maybe they going the extra mile to do a couple more drug tests, or or doing whatever they do. And a lot of people insinuate Wilder, set up, his opponents. No, he paying, he fronting the bill. So, however, you can't win with a lot of these guys. Guys getting popped, and people say, "What about Wilder testing positive?" Where Wilder's never test positive for nothing. So I just, want to get out there. It's the Boxing Clinic. We gone.